to spend less time on Instagram or Netflix. You might have less weekend time. If you can dedicate yourself, odds are you're going to be successful.
People that are successful, they can self-soothe, they can stay emotionally calm in the midst of a storm. When everybody else is panicking, they're only looking at solutions.
For many of you, you're just not tired enough yet. You haven't. For many of you, you're just not tired enough yet. You haven't hit rock bottom. You're not desperate enough. You're not hungry and thirsty enough for it. And this is why you can't show up in the world of consistency. We get deeply immersed in the whirlpool of another version of ourselves every single day. For me, it's deeper than get up at 2 a.m. and grind. Because I can get up, get dressed, get in my car, get to the gym, and sit on my phone. And so really the question we have to ask ourselves is, are we implementing the information that we know? What we've written down, what we're listening to, what we know to do? Are we doing it? Are we implementing? Many of you are too ambiguous with your future. Not only are we not aware of who we are, but we have no idea where we're going and why we're going there. Once we get identity, our why.
I promise you, if you pick that thing that you love, I'm talking about you really love. I'm talking about that thing that you will do for free. If you pick that every day, if you choose that every day, consistently, it's inevitable for you not to be successful.
Force yourself to be consistent. Ladies and gentlemen, most people think success is about big breakthroughs, overnight transformations, or waiting for the perfect moment to take action. But the truth is, success isn't built on one massive effort. It's built on small, consistent actions repeated over time.
Mike obviously doesn't want this man to waste. A month later, Mike goes for a walk in the woods again. He sees that the giant rock is still there, but this time the man isn't. Good, he thinks to himself. He finally came to his senses and gave up. His hammering obviously wasn't working. Just as he's about to go around the rock, he sees the man approaching with his hammer. Mike obviously doesn't want this man to waste any more of his time with this rock, so he says, "Maybe you should just give up. You haven't managed to make even a single crack the whole month." The man just laughs and begins to chip away at the rock. Just as Mike is about to leave angrily, he hears a cracking noise. He looks at the rock and suddenly there's a huge crack all over it and the rock splits into two. Mike is happy for the man, but this all came as a surprise. He asks the man what changed to finally split the rock. Did he use a different hammer? Or did he use more force? The man simply replied, "I didn't do anything differently. The progress might have been slow and invisible for the first few months, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there." What did I want to tell you with this story? Nowadays, we all want results, and we all want them now. However, what we forget is that results often take time to show. If you were to go to the gym today, work out, come back and look in the mirror, what would you see? Nothing, right? And if you were to go to the gym the next day, it was well for the first few months, but that doesn't. The progress, man simply replied, "I didn't do anything differently. The progress might have been slow and invisible for the first few months, but that doesn't mean it wasn't there." What did I want to tell you with this story? Nowadays, we all want results, and we all want them now. However, what we forget is that results often take time to show. If you were to go to the gym today, work out, come back and look in the mirror, what would you see? Nothing, right? And if you were to go to the gym the next day and you came back to look in the mirror, again you would see nothing. Clearly, there are no results. Going to the gym and working out seems to be. Too often we convince ourselves that big results require massive sample. If you save $30 of your money. Unfortunately, there's also a dark side to all of this. Because results take time to show, it also becomes easy to let bad decisions slide. If you skip the gym and eat an unhealthy meal today, you're not going to wake up fat tomorrow. If you decide to mindlessly watch TV instead of reading 5 pages of a book, you won't suddenly turn stupid. And if you decide to spend some of your money on new clothes, even if you don't need them, you're still not poor. What's the difference between eating vegetables for lunch or eating a burger and fries? Not a whole lot on any given day. Your body looks basically the same in the mirror at the end of the night, and the scale hasn't really changed. But it's only when you compound those choices over 2 years, 5 years, or even 10 years, that's when you finally realize, wow, those daily choices actually really mattered. That's when the value of good decisions and the cost of bad ones becomes strikingly apparent. When we repeat poor decisions and rationalize little excuses day after day, our small choices compound into toxic results. It's the accumulation of many missteps that eventually leads to a problem. That being said, it doesn't matter how successful or unsuccessful you are right now. What matters is whether your daily choices are putting you on the path toward your goals. You might be a millionaire right now, but if you're spending more than you make, you're on a bad path. Your bad spending habits will take you to a financial ruin if they don't change. Perhaps you have six-pack abs, but again, if you think that because of that you can eat anything and not go to the gym, you just might end up becoming fat. We all deal with setbacks, but in the long run, the quality of our lives often depends on the quality of our choices. You can still eat a piece of chocolate cake one day and you can skip a day or two in the gym. There's nothing wrong with that. There will come a day when that happens. But what's important is that you stick with the right track more often than with the wrong one. Whichever path you're more consistent with, that's the path you'll eventually end up taking. I want to end this video by saying that even if the results of your decisions are not yet visible, when you give them enough time, they will eventually show. Don't forget, small steps in the right direction lead to remarkable results over time. At the same time, small steps in the wrong direction eventually lead to undesired outcome. Which direction you take is up to you. Thank you for watching till the very end. If you found the video helpful, feel free to share it with other people. And make sure you subscribe so you can stay on the right track and don't miss out on videos which will make you better than yesterday.
Các cái trường học, đặc biệt là ở Việt Nam đó, thường dạy cho học sinh của mình những kiến thức cụ thể mà lại không dạy cho các em cách suy nghĩ, cách đặt các câu hỏi cốt lõi, cách nhìn sự vật
Success
từ
doesn't
cái góc
happen
nhìn đa
overnight.
chiều.
It's the result of small, consistent actions. Improve just 1% every day. It might seem small now, but over time, it creates massive change. You don't need to make giant leaps. Just take one step forward every day. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of small, consistent actions. Improve just 1% every day. It might seem small now, but over time, it creates massive change. You don't need to make giant leaps. Just take one step forward every day. Keep pushing, keep grinding, and you will get there. Small wins add up. Remember, greatness is built in the small moments. Start now. Your future self will thank you. Like, share, and subscribe for daily motivation.
Các bạn có tin rằng hình ảnh video bạn đang
Money is energy. And money amplifies who you are. So if you're a stingy, selfish person now, when you make more money, you're going to become more of that. If you're a generous, kind, joyful person now, you're going to amplify that energy into the world when you have more money. So it's about shifting our money perspective, our money mindset. But first you have to understand your money story, the history of your money. Then you have to understand your money style. But most of us don't know this. I cover everything about that in this book. Then you can create a powerful money mindset so you can earn more.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
Force yourself to be consistent, ladies and gentlemen.
But what I worry about is I worry about missing out on opportunities that I have because I got friends that will never get the chance.
Every day that you wake up, remember someone else did not. You are alive for a reason. Every day that you wake up, remember someone else did.
You may have come across the notion that with the right frequency,
You are
anything
alive
becomes achievable,
for a reason.
even levitation. Randall Carlson
Those
talked about
voices
it
in your head
on the Joe
telling
Rogan
you to turn
podcast.
back,
Take a look.
telling
Everything
you that they'll
vibrates
fail.
at a frequency, and if you
But
know
I've
that
failed in the
frequency,
past.
you can control.
I fell flat
this
on
is
my
the
face.
and this is
Listen
diagramming
to me.
all the
Stop
frequencies
lying.
of
Can't have a
you
better
know
tomorrow
what their
if you're
vibrational
too
frequencies
busy
are,
thinking
and the
about
numbers that measure
of your
those
potential.
frequencies. All the numbers we get from looking at from
People are meant to
What is like to speak to
repel. I know that.
Don't need any more than 5 minutes to make a meaningful connection. About someone?
I should say that
What are the
alcohol, drugs, and Chủ nhật mà. Chủ nhật mà. Mà chủ nhật với thứ hai của anh có khác gì nhau đâu. Thứ ba thứ tư vẫn thế mà.
One of the most common problems I hear about nowadays, and I'm sure